Hello, my name is Matt Kruger. I'm the Executive Director of Wisconsin Land & Water. This video is being recorded with new County Land Conservation Department or LCD staff in mind as an audience, though we hope it's useful even for experienced LCD staff. With me today are 3 County Land Conservation Committee or LCC members who will share their experiences with us as they answer a few questions that I will ask them. So before we begin, I'd like to invite our LCC participants to please introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Kathy Zeglin from Trempealeau County. I've been an appointed member on our county's Environment and Land Use Committee for a short 8 years now. The committee is a blended one of land conservation and zoning. I sit as the representative for town's government in the county and am currently the town board chair for the town of Chimney Rock. I found my position on the committee to be both challenging and rewarding, and hope to continue to serve my county and Wisconsin Land and Water for many more years to come.
Hello, I am Mike Hofberger from Calumet County, and this is my 5th year on the LCC as an LCC member. I am lucky to have an enthusiastic group of fellow LCC members and a competent and dedicated staff. Perhaps we were just lucky to get the group we have, and maybe we did a few things to get it right. I hope to share those few possibilities with you today.
Hello, I am Bryce Luchterhand. My wife and I operate a 360-acre farm in northeastern Clark County. The farm has about 200 croppable acres, with the remainder being wooded or wetland. We are cutting back on farm work, but maintain a small cow-calf beef herd and raise hay to sell. I have an interest in land use issues, and so being a member of the Land Conservation Committee and being involved with the Wisconsin Land and Water Association suits me quite well. I'm entering my 2nd term on the Clark County Land Conservation Committee this time around. I served on the LCC for 3.5 terms in the mid-1980s, so I've seen some constants as well as some changes.
We're going to focus in on a few important questions today for the benefit of those just beginning their careers in conservation. So getting right into it, from your perspective as an LCC member, what is the single most important piece of advice that you can provide to a new County Land Conservation Department staff member?
Be confident in your abilities. You were hired because you were the best qualified candidate for your position. Expand on that. Make sure you listen to what other staff members have to say and consider your answers carefully. Always fall back on your education and life experience, but take into careful consideration what other staff members have to offer in the way of advice and experience in the field. Be respectful of everyone you meet, and you won't go wrong.
Ooh, it's been a while since I have been a new employee, but I have seen a lot throughout the years. And certainly, as much as all things are changing all the time, some things stay the same. Strive to become a competent, proactive, trustworthy, self-starting professional conservation employee. A lot of words in that last sentence, which to me is quite easily understood, but it might not be to others. Your education and/or experience got you the job. You are a professional and a public employee, and as such are held to a high standard. Work when you are at work, constantly increase your conservation education, respect your peers, and help your boss guide you. Share your ideas and make suggestions on how your goals can be best accomplished. Again, as a public employee, you are held to a high standard at work and otherwise. And lastly, thanks for joining us. Your county and our country needs your help. Welcome aboard.
2 pieces of advice to make life easier. First, do not be afraid to ask questions of your associates. Every department has a history, and they will know. When you're going out to a farm, run the person's name by someone in the office. They will know which farmer has or is a problem, if he or she owns the problem, or is sure it's the department's fault and someone's trying to make an example of them. Your associates are going to know if your predecessor cut corners or was super efficient because the job was their life. Discover what the priorities of the county con are, and if they differ from those of the LCC. Second, you are a professional. Act like one. Neat attire and a friendly demeanor create a great first impression that creates respect and will provide immeasurable help in the field, in the office, and on your committee.
Thank you. Moving on to our second question. What is one specific thing that Conservation Department staff can do to ensure that their LCC understands and is supportive of their work?
Educate your committee. Your LCC can do their job of supporting you with your needs. They can't if they don't understand your job. Staff knows what needs to be done, and as well as anybody how to do it. But LCC needs to get you the support and public buy-in to accomplish your county conservation goals. Teach your committee what your programs are and what changes should be made to dovetail you and your committee goals. Make sure your committee meetings are adequate in time and substance so that your county LCD and LCC is fully aware of the conservation needs in your county. If LCC doesn't really fully understand the department issues and needs, they can't and won't be able to support the conservation needs. Take the time needed to educate your committee.
Ensuring the LCC understands and is supportive on any issue requires you to follow a simple formula. It is important for you to, 1, be prepared, and 2, present the facts in a short, concise manner, including both pros and cons that demonstrate an understanding of various perspectives. 3, explain your reasons for support or opposition clearly and concisely. And 4, anticipate questions. Your committee will be very appreciative and supportive.
Hopefully, your committee members will make it a point to meet with you in your office at least once a month. Invite the members in to see you. Tell them about the specific duties you have and about any projects you are currently working on. Tell them about your desire to work in the conservation field and what you hope to accomplish in your county. Remember to ask the member what got him or her interested in conservation also. Built over time will be a benefit to you and your members. Be overly prepared for each meeting. Make sure you know your material backwards and forwards and try to anticipate any questions that may come up. Your professionalism in meetings will be of benefit to you and all of your committee members.
And for the final question, what is something every new Land Conservation Department staff person should know about working with their LCC or LCCs in general, but might not know?
The majority of land conservation committees are elected officials. Generally, that means they are opinionated, but not necessarily closed-minded. Most of them are farmers. Generally, that means they approach their work and life in general with a view of avoiding senseless delays and impediments. Rules and regulations are often viewed as senseless impediments. Always be prepared to explain the rationale for any legal stipulation or regulation. Refer back to gaining support and understanding of the issue. You have a big job, an important job, and we know it. We want to support you. Congratulations.
Your committee members are very human and very approachable. Communication can be difficult across generational lines, but it can be accomplished. Don't write off someone because he or she is not that proficient on computers or with email. That person may have a wide observation and of life in general that can be of benefit to you. Seek out that knowledge. Always have a smile on your face and in your voice. Remember, you are in a partnership with all of your LCC members. Make that a good and lasting one.
I am glad this question has been asked. Be aware that your LCC may be very knowledgeable and have a load of experience in the conservation world. They may be immediately very helpful in setting and supporting your county conservation goals. On the other hand, you may have LCC members who are not knowledgeable or maybe even not particularly interested in conservation issues. But as elected county board members, they have a requirement to further the goals of your department. LCC members not being particularly knowledgeable about conservation issues may have other skills much needed to help your committee. Perhaps they can garner support from the rest of the county board and county residents. New LCD staff needs to fully educate their committees. Ask for specifics on goal setting and be sure to gain the best skill set from each LCC member.
And with that, we'll wrap up our session. I want to thank each of you for your participation and for your thoughtful responses today, and for sharing your wisdom with others, and for your commitment to conservation. I hope that viewers will have learned as much from our brief discussion today as I have. And I want to thank everyone for watching and for the work you all do as conservationists. Thank you.